Good morning, back working on the roof this morning and chopping all of the ends of the rafters to give them a nice straight line at the edge, because the edge of the roof will get a layer of bricks so that the tiles will have a nice support on their overhang. It's just so it's flush with the wall plate vertically so that the bricks can go on nicely. It's going to take a little bit of time to get through some of them because some of them are a little bit taller than others, but once they're all done, it's absolutely fine. And then you can start planing the top to try and get a vague level across all the top of the rafters so that we can put the roof deck on. I think that's going to take quite a few hours of work, but it's fine. We've got the electric planer. It'll just be taking quite a while. So we're making a start on planing down the tops of these rafters to get somewhat of a level for the next phase of the roof, which is these deck boards that will go on. So from the inside, when you look up, you'll see the rafters and then you'll see the roof deck. So it's tongue and groove boards that they'll sit over the top, and then you'll have a nice high vaulted ceiling, or as high as it could be for this building. But it'll be a hell of a lot better than a flat ceiling would be in here, and also it's just going to look pretty cool and pretty rustic in the style that we want. Some of these need a lot of planing down, like this end one here. We realized after we'd put them in that that one should have swapped with the one the other side, but we'd already nailed them in, and the nails are like 200mm long, and pulling those out, if it was anywhere even remotely as difficult as it would be to nail them in, then it would be days of work just to try and undo one. So it needs a lot of planing. It doesn't matter if we don't hit every single one across, because the rigidity of the roof deck hopefully should come from it being tongue and groove, and when you're inside you won't actually see that it's maybe a couple of mil off the top of some of the rafters. Perfect. So put the top edge of you on, yeah, about there, so there. So catch up on what we've been doing. There's a lot of different stuff been going on. Finished up flattening out the top of the front side rafters, and now Amy's doing the last 3 on the road side. They're as flat as they're gonna be. There will be a little bit of a wave in the roof deck, but it'll be not that noticeable from the inside.
Blame my technical abilities.
How's your first experience using the planer?
The planer is fine, the height is problematic.
So it's just these final 3 rafters that need some leveling. This one at the end needs quite a lot because the same as this side and this side, it is one of the biggest ones. Try and make the best that you can.
We're realising more and more how much I can't see what's level. So then Kieran can fix it every time.
And one of the things we got done here, whilst Amy was using the planer, so only one of us can really do that, is I've lime washed the wall plate and the ends of the logs. So what I'll do is help give it a bit of protection. For the logs, stop it drying out quite as quickly, which will mean they don't split as much. And for the wall plate, just a bit of extra protection. Then I had some left over, so just chucked it on the edge here. This then will get a brick in front of it, which is probably what I'm going to do next, because that will then allow the bottom tile, once we actually get to putting that on, a good place to sit onto, and it'll make up the difference between the height of all the insulation and all the roof layers and the top of the wall. So we finished off last night working on this wall behind me. We've got all but one brick left to put on, just because we ran out of mortar and it was really dark, so there's no point mixing any more. But we've got a fresh mix on this morning because we are working on the other side, the roadside wall, just topping off, so the end row of tiles will sit on that to create the overhang we need for the roof.
Bubbling.
More here. So we're done for today. 2 really good days of work. We've got the bricks on each side So the bottom row of tiles will have a nice edge to sit onto, which means now we're ready to start the roof deck. We've also got all 4 sides are cut and ready to have the roof deck sit up against. They're not completely finished. Obviously we'll get all the layers of the roof on, and then we'll kind of finish them around the edges once we get into it. But we're ready for roof deck, so that is the plan for tomorrow. The edges need a little bit of work as the roof deck goes in so we can get a nice level, but that is what we'll work with as we go. Really happy. We're much closer. Tomorrow we might have some roof deck on. Thanks for watching. See you then.